Hello Artcadets and welcome to our new Tuesday challenge. This week we are starting a Scribble challenge, and I have watched a couple of these online, so people that have done Scribble challenges in the past, and they've just started by doing 1 or 2 lines. I'm going to do something slightly different. I'm going to do a big scribble and then I'm going to make a picture out of it, and I'm going to do this blindfolded. So I'm going to wear this funky blindfold, put this on and draw my scribble, and then we'll start the challenge. So I've got my funky blindfold on, I've got my paper and I've got my pencil. So I'm just going to do my scribble. I'm aiming to do as much of the paper as possible. There, let's see what we've got. That was a long scribble. Ooh! What am I going to make out of that? Okay, let's go. So before I started putting pen to paper, I had a look at the scribble I'd got, and I turned it round and looked at it from all sorts of different angles to decide what I was going to do, what patterns I could see, and decided to go with an under the sea theme. So the shapes I'm drawing, I started off with a jellyfish, and then at the bottom an octopus and some fish. And it's not easy to start with, but once you get started it becomes a lot easier and you get the idea and you get used to it. So once I got my main shapes I wanted to do, I started to paint in using watercolor paints, and you can see a bit more clearly now what I could see. I found this really fun, so I'm already looking forward to doing the next one, and it's so easy to do, anyone can do it. So I really like things like that where it makes you more imaginative and more creative, and it's good fun along the way too. So after I'd seen the first octopus along the bottom, I then decided to do another one next to him, and I thought at the end I might add some faces to them as well. But generally speaking, I've tried not to cheat too much, and I've literally followed the scribble lines that I've drawn because that's part of the challenge, and it does mean that it's a bit abstract, but I think that's part of the fun. Now the idea with these blue blobs that I'm doing was that they were going to be sea anemones, but that didn't really work out and I wasn't too happy with it, so I did end up blotting these out and creating something else in its place, which you'll see shortly. And if you want to create a layered effect, you can let the watercolor paint dry before you add another layer, and that can give a really nice effect as well. I just did the wet into dry technique,
have a play around with it and see what you come up with. So for next week I'm going to have a go at another scribble, doing much the same thing, but I thought maybe if anyone had got any ideas of any themes or scenes that I could try and create in the scribble, then always drop them in the comments box below, and that would be really helpful and give me an extra challenge to try and see what else I can do with the scribbles. So what I was saying about layering a little bit earlier, once the first layer of pale blue had dried, and then went over and added some more fish behind the octopus, and this is the bit here where I get to the point where I think the anemones aren't working. So I get a bit of tissue and just blot them out, and that's one of the advantages with watercolour. If you just add a bit of water and then push your kitchen roll or tissue onto them, magic, look, there it is, and the colour comes off and you can change it about a little bit. So as I said, I've then gone in once it's dry with my black fine liner and just added a few details to emphasise the characters I've drawn and make it a bit more fun. So they're not sea anemones, they are sea snails, and I was a lot happier with these. So hopefully you've enjoyed this challenge and you've enjoyed watching me create a picture from a scribble. If you have enjoyed the video, then please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, drop us a comment and subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next week.